I think we're live. Are we live? Hey guys, welcome to the webinar tonight. I'm just checking to make sure we have peeps on, and we do. Awesome. Okay, so it's working. Sometimes when I do these webinars, it's like, there's always like some sort of glitch. Oh, I meant to put in my little cuffs. Let me put these in. So I hope you guys are having an awesome week. Hey, there's a chat box over to your right. So if you want to say hi and just tell me where you're from and where you found me, most likely you found me on Facebook with one of my ads to jump on this webinar. So I'm really glad that you're here and you're going to spend the next 60 minutes with me. I promise I'll have lots of good stuff for you. So why am I doing this and who the heck am I? I'm doing this because I'm really super passionate about helping people get healthy. You guys are my kind of people. You are health coaches. Most likely you've been through IIN. I was a graduate of IIN in 2013. And I'm just really passionate about changing how this whole system works. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that, like, the food system, how people look at health and healing their bodies and understanding fully that food and herbs and whatever heal your body, not chemicals and pills and surgery, right? So first and foremost, I'm really passionate about that. I'm really passionate about eating local, organic, non-GMO foods, teaching people really truly how to eat to live, not live to eat, right? So I'm really super passionate about that. And I need you guys, like you guys are like my people. Like I thrive when I'm surrounding myself with people like you who are super passionate about that stuff too, because not everybody gets my passion in that. A lot of people just think I'm crazy. But the people that do get me, those are the people that I love and that I surround myself with. And I've built a really successful business doing that. So I'm just excited to share with you guys. So let's see. Hey, I'm Brianna and I'm from the Cayman Islands. Oh my gosh, no way. I've been there one time and I loved it. Aloha, I'm in Hawaii, and yes, Facebook. Brittany, Brianna, awesome. Good to see you guys. And Aubrey is from California. Okay, good. You guys also my Facebook ads. It's awesome. So that's one thing I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about tonight. As just like one way that, I've built my business. And I know that seems like maybe far-fetched or way out there, but we're going to talk about like creating systems for things like that, right? So anyways, we'll get to that. But a little bit about me. My name is Sarah Try, T-R-Y. What a last name, huh? I don't know if you can see it right there. It's flipped on my screen. That's like an award I won in 2013. I don't know, I kind of like it. I feel like a celebrity right along with my Buddha on the floor. So anyways, sorry. So my name's Sarah Try, and I have been in business for myself for 4.5 years. So I started kind of doing this health thing and dabbling in it and kind of working with people back in January of 2012. Okay, and then I learned about something called Wellness Business Bootcamp with Elizabeth Ryder. I don't know if you guys know who Liz Ryder is, but I took her Wellness Business Bootcamp. I really loved everything that she talked about, and it was really just a way to help me build my business. It was a paid program. I think I paid $500 for it. I think she charges $1,000 for it now, but she's a really successful IIN grad that I really looked up to. And so because of her, I decided to join IIN. So I had already kind of been looking at IIN as a way to get more credibility and more knowledge. So I decided, yes, let's do it. So before IIN and like what I was doing dabbling with this is I had started with a company called Beachbody. So Beachbody is a company that does at-home fitness programs, supplements, detoxes, cleanses, meal plans, support community, all that stuff. And I'm still with Beachbody, and that's a big part of my success. But I'm not going to talk a lot about that. I'm going to talk just more about what it takes to really build a multi-six-figure business. So I'm really passionate about helping people live this kind of lifestyle. So let me just tell you about a day in the life of me. So this is my office, and I spend a lot of time in here. because I'm talking to a lot of people and I mentor a lot of people. So I talk to a lot of people who I'm going to help eat clean and get fit and live a better holistic life, right? And then I also work with people who I'm mentoring to build a similar business like mine, people who are passionate like me. So I surround myself with people who want to do the same things that I've achieved, and I mentor them. So that's like my favorite part. I love helping people grow their business because we all have something really unique to share. Even though we all have the same passion, we have something unique to share, and we each have so much in us that needs to come out and needs to be shared with the world. So I'm really passionate about helping people like pull that out and share that light with the world. So that's like my favorite thing to do, honestly, is to help people build their business. But it wasn't always like this. I mean, I worked at corporate America. I worked at State Farm for 8 years before I started this journey and then decided to quit. And I've just built up my income ever since. So my income in year 1 was $12,000 as a health wellness coach. In year 2 was $52,000. In year 3 was $172,000. That was a huge jump. And then in year 4, which was last year, oh, I got a little bug flying around. At the end of year 4, it was $272,000. I think that's the number. And then this year I'm tracking to be at $300,000. So let's just talk about money. Like, let's just put the money thing aside real quick. But this is not about money. Like, I'm not saying that you need to have lots of money to be happy or to, you know, live a great life. But money does give you options, and money does make things easier, and money does allow you to experience a lot of really cool shit. Let me give you an example. So last summer, my better half, Adam, and I, my boyfriend Adam and I, we got a wild hair up our ass, and we decided to buy a 5th wheel camper. And I don't know if you know anything about campers, but they are horrid on the inside, like just terrible. So I was like, I can't live in this thing. So we bought it because we were going to travel. We were going to travel the country. I'm like, I can't live in this thing. I can't live in this thing. So we threw $10,000 in it. We gutted it. We remodeled it. It's gorgeous. If you go to my blog, if you go to sarahtrey.com and you click on the entrepreneurship blog, and that's the first blog that comes up. It's called Becoming Virtual Nomads. And we did it for 7 months. We worked on the road. But you'll see the inside of the camper. It's so cool. But first of all, we had the money to buy the camper. Second of all, we had the money to remodel it. And then we had the money to be able to travel while still having a home base and paying rent here, having a home base, traveling, and never once worrying about money. Like, we didn't worry about it because we wanted to experience everything that came at us when we were traveling. So it was just really, really an incredible experience. So I've just really created this business where I have the freedom to work as much as I want, to work with who I want, and to work wherever I want. So right now, Adam and I live in Door County, Wisconsin, which is a gorgeous part of Wisconsin. I think one of the most gorgeous places in the Midwest. And it's the peninsula. If you look at Wisconsin, it's the peninsula, it's the thumb that's jetting into the lake. So we have Lake Michigan all around us. But the cool thing is like up here, it's very touristy. So you either work in the service industry or you own a business. So we really don't do either. I mean, I own my own business, but it's virtual. I don't have a storefront here. And it, like, because of my business, because I can work anywhere, it allows me to live here in this really cool place, and I love it. Like, we love, love, love it here. We traveled the country for 7 months, and we still decided to come here and stay and keep our roots here. So right now, the house that we're in, we rent, but we just bought a house, and we're doing a huge renovation project on it, which may end up turning into a tear down and a complete do-over. But it has this gorgeous water view, and we're just blessed. Like, we're blessed with this business and the opportunity to change people's lives, and just the income that has followed because of me following my passion and because of me following these steps that I'm really going to talk to you guys about. So I just wanted to share a little bit about me and I guess just a little bit about why, you know, this makes sense for me to tell you guys. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I feel like so many people are missing out. I feel like I live this awesome life. Like, I wake up and I have no stress. I mean, I'm a business owner. Like, you know, I think about a lot of things. Like there's a lot of hats I have to wear. But like I wake up and like I'm like, okay, let me go make my coffee. Let me feed the dogs. Let me let them out. Let me clean up the kitchen a little bit. Oh yeah, let me read. I read. I have my little my books that I read. You know, I'm always reading personal development. And then I work out, and then I get to work. And it's awesome. Like I'm never rushed. I get to make my own schedule. I get to work as hard or as little as I want, depending on how my schedule looks. And it's incredible. And I just wish more people had that, because I just feel like, I mean, I know how it feels. When I used to work at State Farm, I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, okay, get going, get in the shower, like get it moving. And, you know, you just really have to push yourself to like make that happen. But I never feel like I have to push myself to make that happen. So I don't know if you guys feel that way. I don't know if you guys are like full-time health coaches or where you're at in your business, you know, but many of us have to still work full-time while we're building this. We're not at that point where we can work as a health coach full-time. So I just want this for more people. That's why I'm doing this webinar. And I'm just excited that you guys are part of this. And now that you're on my email list, I am also going to start doing more webinars like this, like on specific topics. And I'll share with you that at the end, like of the webinars that I have coming up in the future, that you can definitely, you know, get on and learn from me. And just because I feel this like need to pay it back, and I feel this need to mentor, even if it's from afar, even if it's not one-on-one, but I feel this need to mentor and help you create massive success, because we can't do this alone. Like I can't help the 226 million people that are obese in this country. I can't do it alone. So I need your help. So let's jump into it. So I did some research. Well, not really research, I guess a little bit of research. And I wrote down some notes. I hope you guys don't mind if I look at my notes. But I wanted to figure out what were the problems that were facing IAN coaches. For those of you that are on, are you IAN grads? Are you certified holistic health coaches? Is that, or what do you do right now? Like what is your thing that you're trying to pursue right now? If you can kind of just share a little bit with me, like where you're at currently, that might help me. But really, I was targeting mostly IAN coaches, because that's where I started, and I feel like a lot of people start there and have failure to launch their business. Okay, Aubrey's a graduate from Health Coach Institute. Okay, awesome. I don't know much about Health Coach Institute. Awesome. Okay. You'll have to tell me about that. I don't know much about that institute. I'm sure it's probably similar to Institute of Integrative Nutrition, I'm assuming, where you leave being a certified holistic health coach and you help people make better decisions about their life, right? So anyways, oh, Aubrey says it was started by 2 IAN grads. Beautiful. Okay, so similar. Carrie Peters and Stacy Morgenstern. Awesome. That's so cool. Good for them. It is so, so cool. Okay, Brittany's a registered dietitian with experience in food service, hospital management, and clinical work, and want to break out of the community education outreach. Yeah. Break out into the community of education outreach. Awesome. Okay. Okay, very cool. Very cool. So good. So all of this will give you guys a little bit of perspective of what it's taken, what I've done to build massive success as a health coach. Now, this is just one way. Like you can just say, Sarah, that's not for me, whatever. But these are my 3 tips that I believe have helped me create this kind of success. Brianna is an IAN grad. Awesome. Cool, guys. Okay, thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. So let's talk about the problems that I feel like are facing like current health coaches today. So number 1, I don't really feel like there's a big enough push on fitness. And while we don't have to have hard bodies, and while getting healthy has nothing to do with the outside and how we look, fitness and working out is a vital part of being healthy. I mean, that's what helps your lymph system pump out the toxins. That's what helps people lose the weight and really start to build muscle, and just their bodies just work so much more efficiently when they are working out. So I don't really feel like there's an emphasis on workout programs Maybe we talk about working out and fitness, but there's no like, hey, here's a program that you can plug your clients into, or here's the best way to get your clients accountability for fitness. Second problem I believe health coaches face is that there's no direct accountability or mentor. So there's no like one-on-one direct mentor. You graduate and here you go. I mean, you may still have access to the group, you know, like I guess if you're part of a, you know, like your IAN group on Facebook or your Health Coaching Institute group on Facebook, you still have that community, which I think is great. But once people graduate, you know, that stuff kind of slows down and people go their own ways, and you don't really have a one-on-one mentor or business coach to help you, guide you like through the trenches, right? Like through the swamp, because let's be honest, it's swampy out there. And it's like, what do I even do? There's so much that I can do. What do I do? And you're most of the time working another job, and it's hard to just find the tenacity and the drive to come home from that job and then build your other business when you're exhausted. So just having that extra layer of accountability is huge when it comes to having that mentor or that direct accountability. The third problem I believe health coaches are facing is that they don't really have maybe the extra funds to go out and purchase Facebook ads or go to get things like B-School or Marketing Impact or Wellness Business Bootcamp, like extra schools that teach you, hey, here's how you meet people online. Now, I don't know, I can't speak for the Health Coach Institute, but I don't really feel like IIN gave me the tools of how to network and how to meet people online. I feel like they gave me tools on how to build a business, like how to run a business maybe, but I don't really feel like they gave me the tools of here's how you build a social media following, here's how you convert your social media following into paying clients, and here's how you get them on your email list. Like there was really none of that, okay? Fourth problem I see facing health coaches are, I see a lot of health coaches struggling to stay healthy themselves. I don't know if that's you, but I hope it's not you. I hope that you're living the lifestyle that you're preaching, and maybe you're not even preaching a lifestyle right now because you feel like you can't because you're not living it. So if anything, I hope to inspire you tonight to just get back on board. And I think that when you kind of lose touch with your community and your class, and because you're not building your business and because you're not seeing success in your business, you kind of let that part slip where you're not necessarily taking care of yourself the way that you should. Okay. Fifth problem that I see is not sure how to connect with people or build an email list or like just a list of people that you're talking with that you'd like to convert into paying clients. So really just, and I talked a little bit about that with, you know, not being able to have the funds to afford like an online school to teach you that, but, you know, not being able or not knowing how to connect with people. Another problem is unsure of social media branding. So how do I brand myself? Like, what is my brand? Who am I? What do I want to put out there? What, you know, what am I supposed to talk about on social media? How often am I supposed to post? Like, what hashtags do I use, right? That's all like stuff that I feel like we need to know. Like, if we're building this business online, we got to know this stuff, right? Another problem is lots of fear in stepping out, like really putting yourself out there. So a ton of fear in putting yourself out there. So not having the right mindset, like not fixing what's going on up here, like getting rid of that fear and stepping out of your comfort zone and going for it. I mean, I think that that's a big part of the failure to launch, a big, big part. Another problem I see health coaches facing are that people are not really willing to pay for a service, right? So we have a hard time getting someone to invest $200 in me per month, like pay me $200 to have a couple one-on-one calls and advice on how to eat clean and healthy. Like, it's a service, it's not a tangible product. And I think that in a lot of people's mind, it's just, you know, the masses, the people that we need to help, it's hard to shift their mindset into that. They want something tangible. They want something they can touch. That's just where they currently are, and we've got to find a way to meet them. It's not it's not that they need to change. They don't need to come up to our level. We've got to meet them where they're at, and we've got to rise them up with us, right? So how do we get people to understand that our service is worth it, and that it matters, and that it means something, and that how can we get them into our world to speak truth into them when it comes to eating right, and eating clean, and learning how to cook, and learning how to budget with healthy foods, and learning, you know, how to add fitness in, all that stuff, right? How do we get them there? Another problem is all of the time spent on one-on-one calls. So for those of you that are currently taking one-on-one clients, you know and understand that there's a lot of time being spent on your one-on-one calls, which is crazy. I don't do one-on-one calls. As an IAN grad, even though they teach you to do one-on-one clients, I do not do those. I coach completely different, and I'll get into that. But I can coach completely different, and it's so much more efficient for me, and it's much more priced, or it's much more reasonably priced for my client, because I coach people a little bit differently. So it's not that one-on-one where you're spending hours prepping for it and researching, and then, you know, traveling to where that meeting is, or at least just that meeting there, because there's only so much time in a day, right? Like there's only so much time that you can give, and you can't be giving one-on-one advice to people all day long. You can't have 8 one-on-ones. I mean, 8 one-hour sessions is going to take you 10 to 12 hours, like, you know, with the time in between and all this stuff. Like, that's exhausting to give yourself to people for that long. And that truly is just almost as bad as corporate America trading your time for money. So we've got to find a better way for you to connect and coach your clients. Another problem that I see is that this really kind of goes along with the last one I talked about, but you just don't have enough time to help everybody. Like, you can only take on so many clients. Like, there's only so many people that you can help at one time, right? There's only so many people that you can take on without draining yourself. So there's got to be a more efficient way where you can help more people. Okay. And then really just the time and the resources that it takes to create meal plans and all this stuff that you want to provide for your client. That's just a lot of time that you're putting in when it comes to creating and putting that stuff out there. Like, meal plans are just a lot of work, and I've created them. They're a lot of work, and you guys know that. So how can we be more efficient with that stuff so that there's not so much time there? And if you still love to do that stuff, you can, but then you've got to pull something else off of your plate to give you time to do that. Meaning, like, you can't have as many one-on-ones so that you have time to create and provide resources for your clients, right? You can't really have both. Like, there's just not enough time in the day. And as an entrepreneur, you're wearing all the hats. So you're also doing budget and expenses. You know, you're doing the grocery shopping. You're making sure that you're taking pictures of your food to post on social media. You're doing this, you're doing that. I mean, there's so many hats that we wear. So it's just crazy. There's a lot on our plate. So something has to give, and really a lot of times it's the creative stuff, the stuff that we actually really love doing, that ends up giving, which is like creating detoxes and meal plans and all that stuff. Okay, so how do we fix it? How do we fix these problems? I'm gonna grab a drink. By the way, I don't know how you guys eat, but I eat mostly vegan. I'm not a 100% vegan. I don't claim to be. I eat a little bit of meat. I eat a little bit of dairy, but I eat mostly vegan. And there is this blog called The Vegan 8. And she has recipes that are all vegan and that use 8 or like only 8 ingredients, 8 or less ingredients. And oh my gosh, her Alfredo sauce is amazing. I made zoodles with Alfredo tonight. It was so good. Zoodles with Alfredo topped with lobster mushrooms. So we have 5 acres of property, and it's wooded property, and I can go out and forage mushrooms right now. It's a great time to get mushrooms. And I got all these wild mushrooms today, lobster mushrooms, and I threw them on that Alfredo, and it's delicious. Anyways, side note, I just had to share. It was really good. I just got done eating. But that's another thing, you know, I didn't really talk about this at the beginning, but that's another thing that I'm so grateful for, is that I have the time and the resources to eat the kind of food that I want to eat, you know, and that's really, really, really important to me, is to fuel my body right. Okay, so back on track. So how do we fix these problems? Like how do we take all these problems and say, come on, there's got to be a way to be more efficient. And obviously you need to look at those problems and say, where am I hurting the most and which ones do I need to work on the most? And then you can go from there. But I've kind of broken those into 3 different categories that I think will help hit on all of those points. So the first one is to create systems and processes based on what's worked for others. So when you're creating systems, you're going to help like get rid of the problems such as a hard time staying healthy yourself, not sure how to connect and build your list, unsure of how to brand yourself on social media, lots of time spent on one-on-one calls. You know, 6-month programs are a long commitment for people, and how you don't have time to be doing tons and tons of one-on-one calls, right? So if you can create systems, you can more easily overcome those problems that I just listed. So if we can create systems, and I'm going to give you some ideas for systems. Now, I'm not going to give you the systems. We don't have time for that, but I'm going to give you ideas of systems that you can create for your business. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, this is what I do. Coach your clients in a group setting. So I run monthly groups. Sometimes I do them every 2 months, but mostly every month. They're 30-day groups or 3-week groups. And I'm always talking to people. So I always have like a plan for when my next group is, and I'm coaching people based on groups. So I get them in a group setting. So I take my 5 to 10 people for the month that are ready to enroll and do this new group with me. And then I ask all of my past clients, people that have been in previous groups, and I get a good sized group going, and we work together for 30 days. So the cool thing about this is that people get me every day. They don't have to wait for a one-on-one call, because in the group I'm posting every single day. It's less time on me because I'm checking the group 3 times a day, checking in, making sure people are posting and having accountability. And then once a week, I'm messaging my group people like individually and saying, how are things going? Like, you're killing it. I see you posting a ton in the group. Or, gosh, you know, I haven't seen you post at all. Like, are you still here? Are you still around? What's up? What's happening? Another cool thing about the group setting is that the people that are doing it create relationships. And I don't know about you guys, but I tend to have a hard time sometimes relating with my clients, because I've been doing this for 4 years. And sometimes it's hard for me to remember where I once was when it came to food and excuses of why I can't do it. So it's really nice when they have other people in the group with them that they can relate to, like people that they can like have camaraderie with, and they can share their struggles and they can share their successes. And I don't know, I feel like it just creates more of a community for people, and people feel like they can do it more, if that makes sense. This also allows, because people aren't working with me one-on-one and my time is less and we're all in a group setting, it allows people to pay a lesser amount to join my group. So the group doesn't have to be as expensive, right? So when I have someone join my group, they get access to all my future groups. So once they pay me to join one group, they get access to all my future groups. Why? Because I'm already going to be running them anyways, and I want them to be healthy. So I just give them access. And I think that that's a really cool thing to offer to your people. Like, hey, you get unlimited access to all my groups once you become my client. Okay, so you've got to work out the pricing details for yourself and how that works and how that looks. But I think that's a really good system to create. Okay, the next system that I want you to create or think about creating, if this is something that you're lacking in, is create a branding strategy. Okay, so how do we create a branding strategy? So think about who you are. Like, what are your 5 things? Like, I'm a hippie at heart. I go out into the forest and pick mushrooms. What else, right? Like, I use all natural deodorant. I eat mostly vegan. I shop local. I'm a Packer fan. I live in Wisconsin. I have 2 boxers. You know, like, what are the things about me that make me unique? What are the things about you that make you unique? That can be part of your branding. And then you need to start thinking about what kind of text do you want to use. Like, if you post pictures with text, with quotes, use the same stuff over and over so it looks really similar, so you have a similar look. Use the same colors, like when you're doing your website or when you're doing your Facebook page, your cover photo or whatever, like all that's kind of is congruent and kind of like meshes together. That's your brand, right? So you got to kind of think about all that stuff. And one thing that I love about branding that I have just recently started doing is I have picked some very unique hashtags that not many people are using. And I still use like a chunk of hashtags on my Instagram posts to attract new people to me. But I will put things like hashtag Sarah's Kitchen on the end of my post when I post one of my foods, one of my food pictures, or I'll post hashtag love how you eat, or hashtag eat like you give a fuck, right? Like things like that that are a little bit more unique, that are maybe more of who I am. One thing that I've been posting a lot when it comes to working out is sweat more, or no, more sweat, less excuses. That's the hashtag I'm using. So coming up with fun, unique hashtags that really have your brand. Like those are systems, right? Those are systems that you can use. Another system is getting more organized with your calendar. So really thinking to yourself, hey, I'm really bad at my calendar and I'm really bad at scheduling my time and I don't have a lot of time, so I need to be really good. You need to do better with your calendar. You need to get better at time management. You just have to. And then another system that you can create is your email system. So how are you having people sign up to get on your email list? And what are you giving away to them for free? Are you giving them a free 3-day meal plan? And then you're talking to them, like you're sending them emails with value and you're talking about how to eat well. And then you say, hey, guess what? I've got this group coming up. Would you be interested in joining? When you join my group, you get unlimited access to me and to all my groups in the future, right? So you're talking to people and you're getting them on your list, and then you keep sending them value, and then you tell them about what you have to offer. So creating a system like that. Those are all systems that actually work, that can build your business. Yes? Does that make sense? Is that making sense? I'm not in the chat box. I should be. Aubrey says, you basically brought up all of my problems. Good. Hopefully we can solve some of them. My ears are like on fire. Must be those mushrooms. Must be on fire. Oh, it's the wine. I had a little baby glass of wine with dinner. That's what it is. It's crazy what alcohol can do to your body, right? I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm talking really soft. Sorry. Okay, so the second one. Now, you may or may not like this, but I got to put it in there because I really feel like this is a huge part of my success. So you may or may not agree with this, but like I said, I got to throw this in there. But I really, truly believe that you should work with a company or platform to build your business. So for me, I told you guys I am with a company called Beachbody. Now, Beachbody sounds like so different than holistic health coach. Beachbody, holistic health coach. They seem like complete opposites. But man, Beachbody is such a cool company. They're such a freaking cool company. And they just empower you to just do you. And I don't know, I love everything that they got. And I know that working with a company and network marketing and sales and all that stuff is taboo, but I'm telling you that it's really helped me create massive growth. And I never wanted to be a network marketer or a salesperson. And that's not what I became. Like, that is not what I've become. I've become someone who is passionate about changing the world and about changing how people view food. I just so happen to partner with a company that allows me to use their tools to help reach more people. For instance, Beachbody has fitness programs where they have, awesome library of fitness programs. And depending on my clients' needs and wants when it comes to working out, I match them up with a fitness program. They have detoxes and meal plans. They have this awesome thing called the 21-day ultimate reset. And it's incredible. It's a vegan detox with all these awesome supplements. And literally it's like insanity for your insides, man. It just cleans you out in a good, healthy, holistic way, not in a way that's harsh or that has you running for the bathroom. So Beachbody on their staff has a man by the name of Darren O'Lean, and he is the writer of this book, Super Life. So this book, Super Life, is incredible, and he really breaks down a lot of the stuff that I feel like we learned in IAN or probably at the Health Coaching Institute. But he's an incredible dude, knows so much about holistic living, and he has my dream life. He has 50 acres in Malibu because he loves the Malibu air. But he travels the world and finds superfood ingredients at all of these cultures, in all of these small communities around the world. So like all of these indigenous communities that grow these incredible superfoods that we would never have access to. He goes there, he finds them, he helps these people get clean drinking water, he helps them farm more efficiently so that Beachbody can then farm these ingredients where they're paying these communities, giving them the opportunity to create income and growth in their small community. And we get these incredible superfoods. So it's so cool. And that's one of the supplements that Beachbody offers. It's called Shakeology, and it's got 70 whole foods in it, 30 of which are superfoods. And it's sourced from all around the world. And people ask me all the time, like, well, it's not organic, it's not GMO, it's not non-GMO. It doesn't have the label because it's from all over the world. Like, there's just no way they can get organic labels and non-GMO labels because it's better than that. It's like, it's from the ground in South America. Like, it's crazy awesome. It's awesome stuff. And really cool is that I had a team retreat 2 years ago, and I surprised my team with Darren coming on like Skype like this, and we interviewed him and asked him all about Shakeology. It was so cool. I felt like I knew a celebrity and that I had a celebrity come and surprise them, and everybody thought I was so cool for having him there. So that was just kind of a cool thing. But that interview's recorded. If you're ever interested in listening to that, that's on my YouTube channel. You can always email me and I can send you the link too. But I want to talk more than just about what Beachbody has, but I really feel like having a platform in a company that you personally feel passionate about and you love helps you have a springboard. It helps you have just more of a community. It helps you have tools to provide to someone. So remember how we talked about people don't really want to invest in a service. Like they're just not there yet mentally. Like they're not there yet because they don't understand that this is our temple and that we have to take care of this. Like they're just not there yet. They need something tangible. They need to pay for something tangible. So what if you were partnered with a company where they could purchase something from you, such as a workout program or a detox or a supplement, and you got a commission from that, and that was your payment for helping them coach or helping them eat right. So you would be like coaching them along the way, right? So that was like you got a commission because of their product purchase, and then now you get to help them coach because that's the commission. So they're paying for something. They get something physical and tangible, but they also get you. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. Shakes. I know many people that live holistically don't do shakes, okay? You know, I've always kind of dabbled with protein shakes, and I never really found one that I love. Okay, so let's just take ourselves out of the equation, whether we like shakes or not. Just take it out of the equation, and let's just think about 99% of the American public that we're trying to help, that we're trying to come down to their level and meet them where they're at so we can rise them up. Where are they at right now? They're not going to go walk into a health food store and buy all these superfoods to put in their shake. They're just not going to do that. So why not give them something that you know tastes good, that you know that they'll drink, because it's a start. Even if it's not something that you would personally drink. But I mean, I personally drink Shakeology every day. It's fucking amazing. It's so good. It's my chocolate fix. And it's got good stuff. I mean, I've done a ton of research on it, and I wouldn't drink it if it wasn't good. But we got to sometimes think about it from our customer's perspective and the people that we're trying to help. We're not trying to really necessarily help each other because we've already figured this out. We're trying to market and help people that have no idea what ashwagandha is, or spirulina, or camu camu, or moringa is, right? I mean, those are all superfoods, but people don't know what that is. People don't even know, what an artichoke is, or an avocado. People don't even know what an avocado is a lot of times, right? So we're trying to get to that level and help them. So keep that in mind. If you pick a right program, make sure you pick a program that has great products, that has integrity. And most network marketing companies, I feel like, have way better products than what you can get in the store, honestly. Make sure that the company does a good job with advertising and they have good branding that you personally feel connected with. And here's a cool stat. This is really cool. 82% of women, 82% of women that are six-figure earners in the US. So 82% of women who earn six figures or more are doing it with network marketing, because they have network marketing on their side, such as Beachbody or USANA or, doTERRA, Young Living. Those are like the good ones, I think, that I like. I don't know. There's a few others, but I won't name them, that I don't really like. Okay. This other cool thing that I love about having a company and a platform is that you get the opportunity and the privilege to pay it forward. So I don't know if you've ever heard of something called the ripple effect, but let's just think about a big tub of water. A tub of water, and you just drop something in it, like just a raindrop in that tub of water, and you just see the ripples. You see the ripples, and they would go on infinitively if there was no tub or no sides, right? That's like how the ocean creates waves. It's how Lake Michigan, which is just, a fourth of a mile that way, it's how it creates waves. It's the ripple effect, right? So think about a drop hitting water and it just creates ripples. So you know how I was talking about how you can't reach everybody? Like, there's no way that I can reach 226 million people. There's no way that you can reach 226 million people. We can do it by paying it forward and by building a team, by teaching other people, like by doing webinars like this. But guys, I'm doing this for free. Like, I would have never done this in the early stages of my business. Right now, I'm just giving back. But when you're building a network marketing business and you have that ability to teach people, you can earn income on the mentorship and what you're doing with the people that you are signing up under you as part of your team. It's really cool to lead people who want to do something. It's really cool to mentor somebody and empower them when you're not their boss, because we're not their boss. Like, I love that. I love mentoring people who have the same passion as me and who want to run with me. I don't want to pull people. I want to work with people who want to move forward and who want to build a better life and create a life by design, right? But because of what I've done with building my team, so my team has 5,000 people on it. And because of what I've done to build that team, they've all gone out and spread the love about how to work out, how to eat better, how to live a healthier life. Like, they're all out there talking about this. And while I didn't have a direct touch on each one of those people, nor do I have a direct touch to the people that they're touching, I indirectly helped all those people make a better decision. So my ripple effect goes on and on and on indefinitely for I don't know how many people, for lots and lots and lots and lots of people. And that makes me so happy, because that's how and why I work so hard. Because I just want people to feel better. I want people to live better, because that's how I live. And it's just like, man, if we could all live like this, we'd all be like Buddhas. We'd all be like Buddhas. Okay, so that's a huge part, I think, of this one, of having a company, having a platform. And you get support. You get support from your upline team also. That's another huge part. Okay, so the third thing that I think is a big deal and a really I think you need this. This is the third and final thing that I think is going to solve a lot of those problems is you have to get yourself a direct mentor. You have to find someone who's going to directly mentor with you, like on call, like we have a phone, like we have calls, like I don't know how you want to work it or how you want to figure it out, but get yourself a business coach. Get yourself someone. If you do the second tip that I just gave you and join a network marketing company, you're going to have an upline. Hopefully you pick the right upline. Hopefully you do your research and pick someone that is going to help you, someone who knows what they're doing. But get a business coach, get an upline, get someone who knows what they're doing so that they can keep you accountable and share the mistakes that they've made so you don't make the same mistakes, that can push you. Someone that will hold you accountable to your business goals and also your personal goals. Someone who will give you the right tips and guide you. I always tell the people that I directly mentor, I can't give you success, but I can lead you to success. I can lead you to it. I can lay down the path for you. Okay, but you gotta take the walk. Like you gotta take the walk and you gotta do the action. Okay, the really cool thing about having someone one-on-one is that it's so much harder to quit. you just have this different level of accountability. You don't quit. You have a better mindset because you have that support and you know that you've got someone in your back corner cheering for you. You know, your environment that you surround yourself with is so important. I'm sure you've heard the quote that you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Who? Okay. You want to make sure when you're looking for a mentor that they have credentials, that they've been to different, online trainings like B-School. That's by Marie Forleo, Chalene Johnson's Marketing Impact Academy. They've taken classes on Facebook training, like people like Mari Smith have awesome Facebook training. I'm trying to think like who else, like James Wedmore, Lewis House, he's doing a conference this weekend. Like have they taken any courses by these big people that are doing really good things on social media, like social media experts? Have they taken courses? Do they have the knowledge, or do they have the success? Like do they have the proof of success? Okay. Cool. Does everybody fully understand like those tips? Does that like make sense how that can help you solve some of the problems? Is that helpful? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Brianna says, yes, you're making great sense. Okay, good. I hope that makes, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for saying that. Let me just grab a quick drink of water. So, like I was saying, guys, you guys know I partner with this incredible company called Beachbody. And if you're ever interested in partnering with a company and having an upline and having a direct mentor, can I just raise my hand and say, I'd love to mentor you? Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Honestly, though, like I feel like I can give so much to you as long as you're willing to walk with me and take the action. I give so much love into my people that join me, that decide to work directly with me. And like I mentioned with Beachbody, they have fitness, they have these incredible detoxes and refreshes and supplements, and you have this ability to pay it forward with this incredible platform and this incredible company that's out there helping, third world countries get clean drinking water because they're growing incredible superfoods for our supplements. Like the company's great, and the company, they make millions and billions of dollars, but they give millions and billions of dollars away. Like they donate shitloads of money to all sorts of organizations. They're an incredible company, honestly. But if you ever do want to join a company and you think of me and you think of Sarah Try and you think of Team Beachbody, Brittany, Team Beachbody is the name. Here's what you get. So I just want to throw this out there. Here's what you get. If this is something that speaks to you, you get all of my systems. So hey, guess what, guys? I've worked for 4.5 years to put together these systems. So my systems are all laid out for you on my team training site. I have taken Chalene Johnson's Marketing Impact Smart Success. I've taken B School with Marie Forleo. I just recently signed up for a new training program with Mari Smith, who is the queen of Facebook ads. I've done Liz Ryder's Wellness Business Bootcamp, and I've gone to hundreds of conferences, okay? I got a lot in this brain. I got a lot going on up here that I know about that I can teach you. And I want to teach you. This is like my passion. I love, love, love this. Okay, so you get the platform, you get Beachbody, and you get me as your mentor. You get me. I think that's the best part. I mean, Beachbody's great and all. Here's the thing though, if you ever do decide to do network marketing, whether it's with Beachbody or something else, you have to understand that you're not marketing that company, you're marketing you. Like you got to go back to what is your branding, who are you branding, and then the products come in later. The products come in when you're having the conversations with people. The products come in after you've been building relationships with people via email or via social media, and they want to work with you. And then you say, hey, I use this awesome supplement and meal replacement called Shakeology. Hey, I use this awesome fitness program called T25 or whatever, right? Like you bring that conversation in after. So you're not branding the company. That's certainly not what I do. If you follow me on social media, you know I don't do that. So what do you get with me? You get my almost 5 years of experience. Remember, I'm on my 3rd year to make multi-6 figures, so I want to help you do the same. I'm trying to think, how many girls on my team, how many women on my team make 6 figures? 1, 2, 3. There's probably 7 women on my team that make 6 figures. That I've helped mentor make 6 figures. And basically I'm free. Like if you decide to join my team with Beachbody, you get me for free. Obviously I got to put in the work. Like I'm not just going to give you my time. You got to put in the work. But guys, this is an opportunity to pay it forward, to have tools to give to people that actually work. I don't know if you know anything about Beachbody, but if you want any more information, I can give you information. If you want to learn how you can work with me, this is it. This is it. You join my team and you use the Beachbody tools to help your clients. And then you get my systems, which is what we talked about as the first thing to help you get over these problems. And you get me as your mentor, as your direct mentor. So by doing this, you get all 3 things. You get all 3 things. And I feel like for me, being an IIN grad, all of this stuff has helped me build massive success in my business, because so many of you that are IIN grads have no idea how to jump, to how to leap, how to do this, how to launch this and make it successful. This is how I've done it. This is not the only way to do it. Believe me, there's so many other ways. I've seen some awesome, uber successful IIN coaches that have created their own programs, that have created their own food lines, that have created their own smoothie companies and juice companies. That's amazing, you guys. That's awesome. I don't want to do that because I want to be able to work with my phone in my RV wherever I want to go, right? I want to have way more freedom than that. And this kind of business gives me just shitloads of freedom. I can work really hard, I can play really hard, and I can travel. But I can still work while I'm traveling too. One of my coaches, who's one of my successful coaches that I've mentored for 4 years now, is leaving with her boyfriend on a 4-month trip to travel Asia while she works. She's going to travel Asia. She's going to like Thailand and India. And I wish I knew the other ones, and I don't remember. But I'm just like, girl, like, do it. Like, that is so incredibly awesome. So here's the deal. If you are interested in something like that, so the cost of joining, Brittany, is actually really inexpensive. It starts at $140. So $140 is the start, and it goes up to $300, depending on the program that you want. So the $300 is like that's the 21-day ultimate reset that I was telling you guys about. That's like our best, like that's like the big Kahuna program. It comes with tons of supplements. You got to be like really raring to go, ready to go with that one. That one's $300, that package. That's what you get with that. But the 140 package, it's simple. There's a ton of things that you can get at the 140 package. You always get Shakeology, which is that meal replacement health food shake that I was telling you about, that's sourced from all over the world. Plus you get a fitness program of your choice. Or instead of just getting one fitness program, you can get access to all of them on what's called Beachbody On Demand. And that's like the Netflix for Beachbody programs. It's all digital though. You don't get the DVDs. You can access it on your phone, on an app on your phone, and you can actually save them and download them on your phone if you ever are not where Wi-Fi is. You can always access your workouts. You can get them on your computer. You can hook it up to your TV, like Roku, Apple TV, I think. I use it mostly on my computer and on my phone. Beachbody On Demand is awesome because I don't like to collect stuff and I don't like to collect DVDs, so I love my Beachbody On Demand. So you can get the Beachbody On Demand 90-day subscription plus Shakeology plus your sign-up fee to join my team for $140. I mean, it's a pretty small investment to start building a multi-six-figure business. And I'll tell you what, like, I have goals to hit $1 million business. Now that's going to take me time. I'm in no rush to do that, but I want to do that. Why do I want to do that? Not because I'm a greedy pig. It's because I want to live an incredibly rich and wealthy life where I can give back to people, where I can give back, where I can do amazing things, where I can take my family on incredible vacations, where I can just do really fun things. I just love to give. Like that's like totally my love language is to give. That's why I want to make more money. And I like to have a house on the water with a great view, which is what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna have to pay off that house. But that's what I'm saying. Or maybe I want a log cabin in Colorado. How awesome does that sound? But anyways, hey, I got one thing that I want to share with you guys too, is if you have not read this book, you are a badass. You have got to read it or you have got to get it on audio. This book is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like I just can't even tell you how much this book has changed my mindset. And I just started reading it in the last 2 months. And it's just changed like my whole workflow and it's just re-inspired me to dig back into my business. I mean, I'm always digging into my business, but you know, sometimes you find yourself going through the motions. This book has just lit my fire once again. So let's do this. If you join my team, I'll give you a free copy of this. I'll send you the audio version because I think the audio version is really kick-ass. And Jen Sincero, the author, she reads this in the audio version. It's awesome. So I'll throw this in. If you join my team, I'll send you a free copy of the audio version of You Are a Badass. So before I let you guys go, I want to let you know that I've got some upcoming webinars that I want to tell you about. If I can find my list. Oh, here it is. I don't have the dates, but I'll email you guys. I'll email you guys the dates. So things like creating a social media posting strategy and branding strategy, how to create a free opt-in, how to organize your contact list, how to set up an email CRM, hashtag 101, and organizing your calendar. So those are all the webinars that I've got coming up just for you guys, because I know as IN coaches, your business is a little bit different than some of the people that I'm mentoring and bringing onto my team who are really just, a lot of times when I'm recruiting for my Beachbody team, for coaches that I personally mentor, a lot of times those are people who have gotten really great results with the products and have this desire and passion to pay it forward, and they become coaches. So they really don't know anything about building a business. So you guys already kind of have that foundation. So these webinars are I'm more gearing these towards you. So I'll be emailing you, because you're on my list, all of these free webinars. I'm going to do one a month, probably through January, and then we'll kind of see how they go and how many people get on, and we'll see if they're successful, and then we'll see if I'll keep doing them. So here's the deal, guys. If you have questions, email me. My email is sarah@sarahTry.com. If you are ready to apply and join my team, go to sarahTry.com/join Team Triceps. I'm just going to type this in the chat. How about that? That would probably be easier. sarah@sarahTry.com. And Sarah has an H, by the way. Did I spell that right? Gosh, I'm just way too far away from my computer. Or I'm just getting old and I need glasses. That's scary. Okay, there's my email. Okay, and here is the application. Because I do like you to apply, because I want to make sure that we're going to be compatible if you join my team. I don't just really work with anybody. I want to make sure that you're a good fit. There you go. So if you're interested, there you go, y'all. I hope that you took something away from this. I hope that I inspired you to get your shit together and kind of get some systems going, get organized, and make some big decisions in your business, because I think these 3 things are really important to create massive success. So thanks for being on. Thanks for spending Thursday night with me. And I appreciate you guys chatting with me and telling me about some of your stories. So hope to hear from you soon. Again, I just want to throw this out there. Like, I'm so opposite of pushy salesy. If you just have questions, just let me know. Like, just ask. I promise I won't try to make you sign up with me. Okay, so please don't think that that's how I am, because I'm so not like that. Like, that's just not me. I'm totally chill until you tell me that you have goals. Once you tell me that you have goals, man, we are going. But I will never push you to that. I will never create your goals for you. But once you tell me your goals, I'm holding you to that. So thanks so much for being on. You guys were awesome. Brittany, Aubrey, Camille, Brianna, thanks so much. You guys were fantastic. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll chat soon. Okay, bye guys. See you soon. Bye.